What's up, sarsaparillas? It's your girl Sassy J, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, guys. It is time now for was it episode 15 review of Love Island, guys. To be honest, I fell asleep for a little bit. I don't know whether it's just in the ad break, but I did kind of fall asleep. I'm not saying it was boring, but it wasn't as giving. So I think maybe that could have been the reason why I fell asleep. But I don't know, guys. I don't know how much I missed. I'm gonna be real. I don't know how much I missed. I don't think I did miss much, but it is what it is. But anyways, guys, before I get into today's video, I'm just gonna ask you to give the video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you get updated every single time I upload a new video. So guys, there was a lot of tension in the villa today because of the whole situation with what Sammy said about Catherine and Scott and Whitney and Mehdi. So obviously a lot of people had things on their minds. We had a few people confronting each other. Oh God, Sammy was sticking to his gun when Catherine was talking to him because she's trying to say, listen, you know, that kind of really upset me, it hurt my feelings. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest, when Sammy said what he said, I wasn't thinking what Catherine thought he meant. I was thinking more of, you know, the fact that he felt like they weren't like touchy-feely or there weren't much chemistry. When he said there wasn't any kind of attraction, in my head, that's exactly what I thought. Because if I was to be honest, I have been saying that I don't see much of like a connection between them. So I was assuming automatically that's what he meant. I didn't really stop to think that maybe Catherine would have taken it somewhat differently. And when she did express how she felt about the situation, even I myself was like, oh yeah, I could see where that would really hurt somebody, because you're kind of thinking, you know, you're trying to say, I'm not his type. Is there something wrong with me? Do you know what I'm saying? You know how us girls are, you know, we get a bit insecure with certain things. So, you know, I felt a bit bad for her in that sense, because Catherine is gorgeous. And listen, you don't need to be going to Specsavers to see that. Do you know what I mean? She is gorgeous. She's beautiful. She's intelligent. So, you know, I must say, I do honestly believe Sammy when he said that's not how he meant it. However, that man is such a narcissistic dude that he couldn't even bring himself to say sorry within the moment. You see the girls crying. You could have apologized. And then he's just like, well, I said what I mean. I'm like, hombre, you're digging yourself. You're digging yourself a hole. It makes no sense. But anyways, in the end, we see him apologizing, which I'm glad he did, because honestly, I was over it. I'm just like, this guy, his emotional side, yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like his sensitive side. It's like it's disconnected. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that he actually took the steps to apologize to her. And obviously with that, just seeing Catherine crying, she's thinking this is not the first girl he's made cried, and he's not even apologizing. So I think that kind of opened her eyes a little bit. I think her heart is still with Sammy, but I think she's trying to convince herself otherwise. It would be good for her to open up with what's his name, with Mitchell, because I feel like her and Mitch could have something good. I feel like the way they banter and they get on, I honestly feel like they could explore that, and that could turn out to be something really, really good. The new guy, I think the new guy that's come in, Montel, I see where I don't think he's that much attracted to Jess. I think he thinks that she's beautiful, but I think he's going for more kind of like Catherine. Obviously, he has a type. Catherine, Ella, you know what I'm saying? He did mention that Leah is very attractive, but I think it has a lot to do with them eye contact, because everyone was pulled in. They would draw, and we all know when you have mad eye contact, it can literally, you know what I'm saying? You gravitate to somebody. It was the same thing with what the other guy from the last season, Tom, it was the eye contact. When you give that intense, sexy eye, you know what I'm saying? That's all you need, honey. So obviously he likes her, but I honestly feel like he's going to gravitate a lot more to Catherine. I want Catherine to be open. I'm going to be completely honest, right? I see the kiss between her and Scott tonight, and that puzzled my brains a little bit, because I want to be like, yay, Catherine. You know what I'm saying? It was a bit of an awkward kiss, though. I don't know. Is it me, or I don't know. It's the way that he's kept stopping and like, and then it's that stop start kiss. I wasn't feeling the kiss, but I'm hoping that they actually starting to get closer. But the part that made me confused a little bit, not confused, but made me kind of weary, is the fact that he had just had a conversation with Leah, and he's trying to convince Leah that, listen, I haven't closed myself off or anything like that. I'm still trying to get to know you. But in like that, he just drags I said drag. He didn't really drag her. Do you know what I mean? Be careful of the words. Poor guy, he's innocent. But anyways, he literally took Catherine to the terrace. And we all know the fact that he's taking her to the terrace, we know what's going to go down. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we know. So we was expecting the kiss from the moment he said, follow me kind of situation. But I don't know. I don't know. Is he rushing it to try and prove something? Or is he genuinely feeling these connections? Or is it because Montel came in? Is that his name? I feel like sometimes when it takes somebody else to come in to kind of put that fire under your bum to make you want to do right. And do you know what I'm saying? So it could be that. But I'm going to be real with you. I want that new guy and Catherine to... I don't know. I see chemistry. I see more chemistry in that conversation that they had than what I've seen with her and Scott this whole time. I've got to be honest. 100%. They just got on. They were flirting. Do you know what I mean? It was just natural. I'm going to be honest. I still stick with the fact that I feel like Leah and Scott makes a good couple. I'm not going to lie to you. The way that they flirt with each other, the way that they kind of gravitate to each other usually, I honestly feel like they make a good couple. But, like I said, I want Catherine to keep her eyes and her options open. Go with the flow with Scott, but be open to Montreal. Is it Montreal or Montel? I don't know, guys. I'm going to have to watch a few more episodes with him in there to kind of remember his name, because I'm really bad with names. But I really want that to happen. I want something to come out of that. I can see Tyreek. Tyreek made me laugh. Tyreek is literally saying to the guy, listen, you want to go head to head with me? You see how he sneakingly asked, what is Ella doing? What is Ella saying? And I'm just like, the poor guy is trying to tread carefully. He's trying to beat around the bush. But I just want him to like take them chances. But to be honest with you, is anything going to come out of it if he try to go with Ella? No. That girl's going to stick beside him. She gonna sit beside her man, okay? She gonna sit beside Tyreek. And Tyreek knows this, because that's why he's saying, if you want to go head to head with me, you can, but may the best man win. Because he already know what he's got. So, to be honest, I can't blame him to say, you know what, I'm not gonna waste my time there. And I feel like Ella wants him to pursue her, even if it's just to kind of like say to Tyreek, listen, there's options kind of situation. I think she'd always stick with Tyreek. That's what I honestly feel. But she also wants the attention, because, you know, when a new guy comes in, you kind of want the attention to say, you know, I still got it. You know what I mean? So I think that's the kind of situation that she was in. I could see it in her eyes. I could definitely see it in her eyes. You know, we saw where Maddie and Whitney and what's his name, Scott, had a chance to talk to Sammy about the whole situation, and Sammy was sticking to his gun. He said, listen, I said what I said and I mean it. Like, you know, there's couples in here that's, I think, is, you know, that's less compatible than me and Jess, but yet still you guys voted for me. And I think a lot of people's argument was the fact that they had that argument the night before, and they've been arguing quite a lot. I honestly see it, and the thing is, when something like this happens, for you to choose the least compatible, it is natural to think that. Because they've tried, us just watching it, the last few episodes, where it's just like, Jess can't get a word in. Do you see what I'm saying? And it just feels like it's dragged on. To them, it might have just been one fight. But for us, because we see it in about over like 2 or 3 different episodes, it just feels like it keeps dragging on, dragging on. However, I'm sticking to my gun. They're not compatible, because I cannot forget, and I cannot get it out of my head, when he said last night that if it was a girl, when somebody was asking him something, he was like, well, if it was a girl that I was like super keen on, innit, it wouldn't have been such a big deal or whatever. Something like that. I can't remember what he said, but he said that, and then he said, well, like, oh, you know, it's not like Jess was my type. I was her type. And I just think there was just those things that he said, and I just could tell that he's not for her. And I just hope she kind of just stick with Mitch for a little bit, or try out the new guy. I don't think it's going to work with the new guy, because I feel like he's got his type, and as much as he thinks that Jess is beautiful, I don't think that she is his natural type, and I don't think he is Leah's normal type either. She keeps saying, oh, he's my type in personality that I would go for. Babe, Let's be honest. You're just trying to secure yourself, and I get it. I respect it. I don't believe that she has any interest in him at all. Plus, the way she came at Scott, you know, I can see a little bit of a bunny boiler, you know, hidden under Leah's you know, guys, I ain't gonna lie. The way she came full force, do you know what I'm saying? Like, she been waiting all day to have a go at him. Like, she just went, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, feelings are feelings, and if you feel it, it's the best thing to do is to discuss it and get it out of the way, to be honest. But I think she realized that she kind of went a little bit overboard, because she kind of did say like she wouldn't have gone about it that way another time. But then again, when she finds out about this kiss, right after he tried to reassure her, how is she gonna feel? This is why I just felt it was so awkward. I just did not get it. Did he just suddenly just have this passion? And and Leah mentioned to him as well, to Scott, saying, obviously I felt like it was a bit fake that he was holding hands. But, you know, I get what she's saying, but at the same time, it's a very intense situation. And if he says he's attracted to Catherine, naturally, regardless of whether you're attracted to somebody as well, if you get on well with them in such a tense situation, you kind of comfort them naturally. So I feel like that wasn't a good marker on her side, but I get it at the same time, because he was coming in strong. Like, he was more kind of leaning towards her for the majority of the time. So for him not to go the whole day and not say anything to her, like, I do get what she's trying to say. What else, guys? I don't know. Did I forget anything? Because like I said, I kind of slept through some somethings, you know what I mean? So I don't even know, guys. But let me have a moment to think. Let me think. Nah, I think that's it, guys. I honestly think that's it. So yeah, that's just about sums up today's episode and what I feel about it. Obviously, we see where Sammy and Jess had their conversation, and they're both trying to like park it, trying to try out different avenues and, you know, different ways of, you know, connecting with other people, whatever, I suppose. Sammy, I feel like Sammy's been wanting to do that for ages, so to cut loose the Jess situation is probably going to work in his favor. Guys, by the way, let me know what you think about the newbies, the new bombshells. The girl, I think Mal is a little bit quirky, is she? She's a bit quirky, her personality. She's either gonna grow on you or annoy you. I think she's gonna be one or. Do you know what I mean? And that's how I felt about Whitney when I first I never met a girl. But when I first watched the first episode with Whitney, I kind of thought to myself, this girl, I'm either going to like her or I'm not going to be able to stand her. And look, I'm not going to lie, for the first 2 episodes, I was thinking I'm not going to stand her. But look, I love her now. So you just never know. But she is, Mally's a little bit quirky. She's a bit different. But you know what? I like different, because I'm a bit of a weirdo myself. So at the end of the day, let me see how it's going to get on. Let's see how, you know, the connections are going to form for the next recoupling. I'm going to be honest. Sammy is saying that she's basically his type. He's lying. He is lying. I'm telling you right now, he's lying. He is probably kicking himself right now that he let Leah go. I'm going to be honest. He's kicking himself that he let Leah go. But anyways, guys, let's see what happens tomorrow when everybody finds out about that kiss between Scott and Catherine. I really want to see how Leah's going to respond to it and what he's going to say to her in his defense. Clearly, he doesn't have to explain anything, but I feel like she might feel like he owes her something. And to be honest with you, he might kind of do, because it's a weird one. It's just a really weird one, because he went from reassuring to doing that. And I guess he was honest about the whole situation, about wanting to get to know both of them and stuff. But and saying that he was leaning towards Catherine the last day or so. But I honestly feel like it has to do with the new boy. I honestly do. But anyways, guys, I've come to the end of this review. If you haven't yet thumbs up this video, go ahead and thumbs up the video. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you get updated every single time moi upload a new video. But anyways, guys, I'll see y'all in tomorrow's video. But for now, keep it sassy-licious.